Hello everyone, Archist Eastclover here. Now we have finally reached the raids. This is what most people are looking forward to the most. All that grinding, all that additional Mountain Dew and Doritos and countless hours spent awake until the morning, all to get the final piece of armor you needed. So, for a raid to qualify, I must have played and finished it. So that removes all the raids in Warlords of Draenor. And let's be honest, from all I talked about that place, it is a piece of shit. If you dislike my list, then make your own list. So with that said, prepare your objections and try and find the contradictions, because I am about to commit the heinous crime of listing my top 10 favorite raids in World of Warcraft. Number 10, Throne of Thunder. This raid was actually rather interesting when it was revealed to the public, but during the time that you had run through this place, it became a nuisance. Bosses are not really that bad, except for the few which are Dark Animus and Room of the Forgotten, due to their very stupid raid mechanics. I don't know how many times I have wiped due to their raid mechanics being so hard to understand, or just because they tend to screw you over rather quickly, since you have to have organized everything and it can still turn out that they can change the whole thing. Number 9, Sunwell Plateau. This raid is one of the better ones from Burning Crusade, and that says a lot since Burning Crusade introduced a lot of raids. But this is the raid where you have to enter the Sunwell's location, or as I like to call it, the Well of Eternity 2.0 Blood Elf Edition. And every boss is memorable in their own way, a few of them are not, but the final encounter against Kil'jaeden makes the whole traverse through this raid a bliss to behold. I still wish that they can bring back Kil'jaeden so we can really kill him again, instead of just pushing him back into his own realm. But then again, I recommend this highly to anyone that hasn't played it yet, because it's worth your time. Number 8, Dragon Soul. Yes, I actually like Dragon Soul, and it's one of those that I actually managed to recently solo on my own. I don't really understand why so many flag it for being such a big problem according to them, because it was really easy to me, and I would say that the penultimate one might be a bit hard. But then again, it's probably because you have to run left, right, all over the spine of Deathwing himself. But in the end, if you can manage to pull it off, this raid is actually quite easy to solo. So to anyone who wants to really experience this one, then either try to do it alone or have a friend that can really help you, because this is worth your time. Number 7. Temple of Ankh-Rai. This raid is the entomophobic's worst nightmare, as it's filled with bugs, and I mean a lot of bugs. But the encounters are actually quite memorable for the right reasons. Some might not want to remember a few, but I sure as heck want to remember these. And the final encounter with Kafun just makes it even more worth running through this entire long raid. And it's quite understandable why a few really dislike this place due to how long it is. But we have had raids that are longer, so why the complaining? I really like it. I still run it up to this day, even at solo. Number 6, Icecrown Citadel. Yes, Icecrown Citadel is not my number 1, but instead my number 6. Because this raid, as much as it's being praised and everything by others, is actually quite boring to me after a while. I can understand that so many like it due to the fact that we kick the ass of a Warcraft 3 villain, but to be honest, I never really found that to be really impressive. The main reason why I'm actually running through Icecrown Citadel even today is just because I want to hear Sindragosa. Yes, you heard it. I like Sindragosa more than the Lich King. Deal with it. Number 5. Karazhan. Yes, Karazhan. One of the most remembered Burning Crusade raids is the number 5. I honestly haven't been able to finish this raid before I actually learned how to get through the chess event. And even then it was not really that problematic. Even though a few of the encounters can be improved, it's still a place that I like to go back to from time to time just to enjoy memory. And I still haven't gotten the Gore Howl drop from the final boss, but I can forgive it because this raid is so freaking awesome. Number 4. Naxxramas. Yes, I actually like Naxxramas more than Icecrown Citadel. And I'm not talking about the vanilla one, I'm talking about the Wrath of the Lich King one. Naxxramas is really one of those that you want to at least finish once in your gaming time of World of Warcraft. Mostly due to the fact that you get so many imprints in your mind, especially thanks to Thaddeus for the thing that he calls out through the entire raid until you silence him. Which is why I actually go for the wing where he is all the time, first time, just so I don't have to listen to him, because that guy is creepy. Number 3. Onyxia's Lair. Yes, I actually like Onyxia's Lair even more than Naxxramas when it comes to the Wrath of the Lich King raids. And even if this raid is one of the smaller ones, the memory from the past in the vanilla version is enough to really bring this whole thing full circle. Because even when I am going into this raid to this day, I still remember all of the recordings on YouTube from this particular raid. If you don't know what I mean, then just Google it up and search on YouTube, because you are going to enjoy it. Number 2. Ulduar. Yes, this is my favorite raid from Wrath of the Lich King, and with all of the bosses and the encounters that you have to go through in this place, it is a bliss. I mean, I have actually finished this raid just last week, and I'm still wanting to get back into it again and continue over and over and over again, because from how much I like it. And even if I can praise it high and everything, there's actually one raid remaining that I really like more. Number 1. Black Temple. I guess you were not prepared to see this one being on number 1. Set in Shadowmoon Valley at the exact location of the Kylaport Temple, this is actually the best raid I've ever played. And given that you have Illidan Stormrage being the final boss, which is Malfurion Stormrage's brother, and makes the whole lore thing go around, as he was the one who helped create the Soundwell and all that stuff. This is completely the bliss that every lore walker will enjoy, and I really hope that he brings more to the table when he arrives back in Legion again. So I really hope for that. And that does it for this list. As usual, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below, make a video response and thumbs up.
because I want to hear your opinions. I am Archiest Eastclover, and remember, the moon may hide a beast in shadow, but it might just be your salvation.